to Unit 6, Section 1, Operations with Functions. I will be able to add, subtract, and multiply functions. So we're going to start off by simplifying the following. 2x minus 5 minus the quantity x squared plus 3x minus 2. So, first thing we want to do here is to take our functions and clear the parentheses. 2x minus 5. Now, we must always remember when there's a minus parentheses, we're going to distribute the minus sign over everything inside those parentheses. So, minus x squared minus positive 3x is minus 3x, and minus negative 2 is plus 2. So now we can just combine like terms and in descending order. Negative x squared minus x minus 3. Over here we're multiplying two binomials, right? So we have to distribute this x over, and we also have to distribute minus 3. So let's go ahead and rewrite this as x times x plus 1 minus 3 times x plus 1. And we'll go ahead and distribute now. X times x is x squared. X times 1 is x. Minus 3 times x is minus 3x. Minus 3 times 1 is minus 3. Now we'll just combine like terms, and we end up with x squared minus 2x minus 3. Okay. So, what does this mean, f plus g of x? Well, that means f of x plus g of x. F minus g of x, that's just f of x minus g of x. And f times g of x, that's just f of x times g of x. All right, remember, when subtracting, we must distribute the negative. So, let's talk about adding and subtracting these functions. So, f plus g of x, given f of x is 4x squared plus 3x plus 1, and g of x is 6x plus 2. Well, you're just going to take these again, and you're going to, this is equal to f of x plus g of x. So we're going to do that. So you're going to write 4x squared plus 3x plus 1 plus 6x plus 2. So we just combine like terms now, and so f plus g of x is equal to, I forgot my other parentheses there, is equal to 4x squared plus 9x plus 3. Now, keeping in mind that when you're subtracting these, right, f of x minus g of x, you want to write them in parentheses, all right? Get in that habit. 4x squared plus 3x plus 1 minus 6x plus 2. So I'm going to clear my parentheses now, and I end up with 4x squared plus 3x. Let's clean that up. 3x plus 1 minus 6x minus 2. I distributed the minus sign. So I'm going to combine like terms, and that'll finish my problem. So f minus g of x is equal to 4x squared, nothing to combine. 3x minus 6x gives me negative 3x. 1 minus 2 gives me minus 1. Now, what do we get here for g minus f of x? Well, keeping in mind that's equal to g of x minus f of x. So let's follow our procedure and we'll put them in parentheses. 6x plus 2 minus 4x squared plus 3x plus 1. Now you clear your parentheses. 6x plus 2 minus 4x squared. We're going to distribute, right? Minus 4x squared minus 3x minus 1. So g minus f of x is equal to negative 4x squared plus 3x plus 1. All right, so what do we notice about f minus g of x compared to g minus f of x? And do we have to worry about that when we add? Well, if you take a look at this, when we add, it doesn't matter. The order we add things doesn't matter. 3 plus 2 equals 2 plus 3, it's still 5. But when we subtract things, right, 3 minus 2 is 1, but 2 minus 3 is negative 1. The signs change, right? So the signs change when we subtract versus one from the other, right? All right, so the signs changed. And we don't have to worry about that when we add? No. Okay. All right. So now they give us a list of these functions and they add and subtract them. So go ahead, we'll pause right here and then we'll take a moment and you guys will go over each of these. Okay, so given f of x is equal to negative 36x squared plus 6x minus 11, g of x equals 5x cubed plus 6x plus 12, h of x equals negative x minus 5. So what are we going to do here? So h minus f of x, that's equal to h of x minus f of x. So h of x is negative x minus 5 minus f of x, negative 36 x squared plus 6x minus 11. So now we could clear our parentheses, negative x minus 5. And then remember, we must distribute the minus sign to each of the terms in the parentheses. So this becomes plus 36x squared minus 6x plus 11. So now we can combine like terms and write in descending order. So 36, let's keep our notation clean and let's go back to h minus f of x is equal to 36x squared minus x minus 6x is minus 7x, negative 5 plus 11 is plus 6. Okay, so now in the second one we have g plus f of x. So we're going to go ahead and keep in mind that that's g of x plus f of x. So g of x is negative 36 x squared plus 6x, minus 11 plus, oh, I got this out of order. So let's just fix that real quick. We made a little mistake. So let's fix it. Okay. So g of x is 5x cubed plus 6x plus 12 plus f of x is negative 36 x squared plus 6x minus 11. So now we can clear our parentheses. We get 5x cubed plus 6x plus 12 plus, excuse me, not plus, minus 36x squared plus 6x minus 11. So let's combine our like terms, and we'll put this down here as g plus f of x. So that's going to be 5x cubed. Next is squareds, minus 36x squared. 6x and 6x is 12x. And then 12 minus 11 is plus 1. All right. So now we're going to have f minus g of x. So again, that's equal to f of x minus g of x. So we're going to end up with negative 36x squared plus 6x minus 11 minus, and let's move this over a little bit here, minus 5x cubed plus 6x plus 12. So we end up clearing parentheses, so we end up with negative 36x squared plus 6x minus 11 minus 5x cubed minus 6x minus 12. So now we rewrite in descending order and combine like terms. So f minus g of x is equal to negative 5x cubed minus 36x squared. 6x minus 6x is 0, and negative 11 minus 12 is minus 23. So we got a little bit of writing there, and more of these problems that we do, the more writing we're actually going to be seeing. A lot more writing. All right, now multiplying these, well, this is just the same thing we've done in the past. So f times g of x, that's equal to f of x times g of x. So we would say that we have 6x squared minus x minus 12 times 2x minus 3. Now, because we know that we can change the order of the distribution, so I'm going to distribute back this way. So I'm going to multiply like this. Why do I want to do that? Because it's going to be less work. Okay? So I'm going to say 2x times 6x squared minus x minus 12 minus 3 times 6x squared minus x minus 12. So 2 times 6 is 12x cubed minus 2x squared minus 24x minus 18x squared. That's negative 3 times 6x squared. Minus 3 times minus x is plus 3x. Minus 3 times negative 12 is positive 36. Plus this puts things in pretty close to descending order. So I'm going to rewrite this now. So f times g of x is equal to 12x cubed Minus 2x squared minus 18x squared is minus 20x squared. Minus 24x plus 3x. Oops, not minus. Or not plus, minus, right? Minus 21x. And then plus 36. And that's your answer. Now, g times g of x, well, that's equal to g of x times g of x, and which we could also do is equal to g of x squared. All right? So, we could take this and do it the long way, and I'm going to show you a little shortcut. All right, to start, and then, or we'll do it the long way, and then I'll show you the little shortcut. So 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3, write it out if you need to. So that's equal to, right? So we're going to distribute. This is going to be 2x times 2x minus 3 minus 3 times 2x minus 3. So I end up with 4x squared minus 6x minus 6x plus 9. So 4x squared minus 12x plus 9, right? Well, I shouldn't bother with that. All right, so that's g times g of x. Now I'll show you a little trick here. So if we've got 2x minus 3 squared, we can do this little process. Square, this is the first term, is 2x. So that's 4x squared. Twice the product of the two terms, so negative 3 times 2 is negative 6x, and double that, that's minus 12x, and then square the last term plus 9. So you end up with the same thing, shortcut. All right, we're going to do these functions now. G times f of x. So you're going to practice these and these down here. So go ahead and work on those, and we'll have those answers posted to Google Classroom. Have a great day.